Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new and just tuning in, my name is Jake and this is Dude Ranch DIY. Again, we are out here in the wood yard and we have some wood yard work to be doing. We're gonna be moving some stuff around, organizing some already split wood, cutting up some logs from this big pile right here, and hopefully splitting some in the RuggedMade splitter, which is right here behind this tote. And we're also going to be taking some more viewer suggestions as far as how to help alleviate the hydraulic fluid spitting out of the RuggedMade RS737 log splitter from the warmer temperatures we're having here mid-July in southwestern Connecticut. So before I ramble on for too long, let's get down to business. Well guys, I just placed that last tote right there up to this rock, which brings us basically out to our driveway and the parking area. And if I hop off the tractor here, I just kind of hit a milestone, at least in my mind. When Sarah and I first looked at this property, this was obviously all woods. It was the middle of December, snow on the ground, and I had just come straight after work. And I envisioned all of this woods being a wood yard with a nice long road wrapping around this hill here. So it was hidden from the road, hidden from the house. And I envisioned this whole road being lined with IBC totes. And as you can see here, I have pretty much done that. There is one gap right here for a couple small trees I'm planning on taking down. And then I have another gap down there just so that I can access those older, more seasoned totes, so I have room to get in with the tractor. But for the most part, this area is pretty darn full with IBC totes. And I couldn't be more happy. That means that I've been making a lot of wood. It's all drying. And, I've come a long way in the past year and 3 months, I think, since we've been on the property. So I just thought I'd share that. Little bit of a milestone, but you know what? There's always more room and always more firewood to be split. So let's get back to work. All right, guys, we just did the final cleanup here from that last push of getting all, that big pile of ash that was here throughout the early spring, late spring, and then all that small wood that I had way down there at the beginning of the Woodyard Road, and got it all cleaned up, raked up, got a little fire going, burning up some of the stuff. Now, I didn't burn up all of it just for time's sake, but I don't know about you guys, but obviously I like firewood and fires, judging by all of the work that I put into firewood and everything. So I like the smell of a little bit of smoke burning in the wood yard while I'm out here. So I got this little fire going, just burning up some bark and stuff. Threw the wicked grapple back on the tractor. Got some hickory, ash, and birch, one birch log right there. And there's a few more logs over there in that pile. So now we're gonna start the whole process all over again, marking up, cutting up, and splitting up all this wood here. So we're gonna finish up that pile first. I wanna get all the wood that's been laying just on the bare, you know, like woods ground, split up first, because obviously that will be like the wettest. And then we'll start with all this stuff that's probably pretty dry. It's all cracking and checking and everything on the ends, just because it's been on these nice asphalt millings that provide lots of drainage. So I'm gonna fire up the Farm Boss, the MS290, which if you're new to the channel, I converted over the winter to an MS390 with the short block kit. So if you have one of these saws and you want a little bit more power out of it, go back and check that video out. Put a whole new motor in it, ported the exhaust and everything, and tuned it. So that saw's a beast now. And we're gonna get to cutting here. Alright guys, so we got a nice pile of rounds cut up here right next to the splitter. All ready to go. We got some birch in there, some hickory, and some ash. And I told you in the beginning that we were going to try a viewer recommended solution to hydraulic fluid heating up and then ending up, you know, purging and squirting out of that overflow valve here. Now, I got a lot of really good recommendations from you guys in the comment section on that video. I really do appreciate it. Some are easier to carry out than others, and this one, I think 2 people suggested it. I forget who you were, but the 2 people that suggested this idea, thank you very much, because it was a very simple idea. And as I said in that video, it's always good to keep it simple, stupid. So the idea that these people had, and it's not to help so much with the temperatures, but just to alleviate the fluid from squirting out of this vent, is that I can essentially just elongate the valve here, or like the threaded hole, with a piece of pipe and a coupler, threaded coupler. on the end of that pipe, and then I can just put the cap back on, and it should help prevent the fluid from heating up, expanding, and then purging back out this this valve here, or this cap. Now, some other people also said that it might be from where the inlet is back into the tank on the return, since it's basically facing directly at this. It might be frothing and creating air bubbles and stuff, and that's why you see airy, you know, like white, almost frothy hydraulic fluid coming out. So super simple. This cost me $7 at the hardware store. Hopefully I got the right size and thread pipes. I believe I looked up on the RuggedMade website that cap is 1/2" NPT, so I got 1/2" NPT pipes at the hardware store. So I'm gonna quickly try and throw this on, and we'll see if it works. Okay, that cap comes out nice and easy. Now, nope, not 1/2". It must be 3/4 inch. Okay, so I guess on the newer models it's 1/2", but since this is a very old model, I suppose it is 3/4 inch. I went to the hardware store on my way home from work trying to save myself a stop, but now I'm gonna have to run back out to return these two and get 3/4 inch. But all right, guys, we are back. I have the proper size pipe and fitting here. It's 3/4 inch NPT, not 1/2" NPT. So here we go. Let's try and put this together here. So. Now, I know I should be using Teflon tape because it's NPT, but this is just to see if this will simply work before I get all crazy with it. But I think it should work. So let's see, I'm going to tighten this cap first. Okay, I think that's good. And now I'm going to spin this so that the hole is kind of facing, like, I don't know, maybe this way, like back at an angle. That way it's not squirting all over the machine. If it does squirt out still. Okay, so that's there like that. Pretty simple. Again, thank you to whoever came up with that idea, the two gentlemen in the comments section. I appreciate it. We're gonna fire up the RuggedMade splitter here and see if this works. All right, silence has fallen upon the wood yard, and we have a beautiful 330-gallon tote filled with mixed hardwood, ash, birch, and hickory. This stuff is really nice. Hickory was definitely stringy, but not too bad. Nothing like elm or anything. Little bit of birch, and it was mostly ash and hickory. So the big consensus, here we are. Not a drop was spilled out of this new breather snorkel thing. We split for, let's see, how many? We started at 27.9 hours and we're now at 28.8, so just under an hour of runtime. And you know, keep in mind I was also stacking this up too, so that's why it took longer, and they're bigger rounds. It's not like that little stuff we've been splitting. Now I'm gonna put my hand on the tank here. Now, I mean, it's definitely warm. Like, it's warm, but as you can see, I just kept my hand there. You know, it's not like burning hot to the touch, but it is definitely warm. I think during these summer months, I think this is kind of the way I'm gonna have to go about splitting, like doing one tote at a time, and then, you know, going back to cutting, and then maybe split a tote, something like that, and definitely working in the beginning and the end of the day instead of the heat of the day. But all in all, I mean, this thing definitely did its job. Nothing squirted out. It's not like wet or anything. It's not, I mean, it's warm, but it's not like hot by any means. So yeah, I mean, I think for now that has solved my issue. I will have to top off the tank and make sure it is back at the proper level, because I did do one splitting session. I think I only split like maybe a tote and a half of that red oak a couple videos ago, or maybe that was the last video. I don't know, 2 videos ago. And it was spitting out a little bit. So I got to top it off, make sure it's at the right level, and then we should be good to go from here on out. I just got to watch my temperatures. I'm probably going to order one of those infrared like heat guns. If I do that, I will show it to you in a video and include a link if it works well and I like it. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Did a little bit of everything, some cleanup, got a little fire going, did some cutting, and we split a tote. So I'm happy. It's a beautiful evening. Wouldn't have liked to have spent it any other way, except maybe if Sarah was here helping me. That would have been nice. But that's it. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this stuff, give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button down below. I know a lot of you guys have been listening to me about the subscribe, because we've been getting a ton of new subscribers, which is great. Somebody said in this video's, there's one in between, the video that was posted today, I think it was on me splitting some rotten red oak. Somebody said, let's help Jake get to 5,000 subscribers by August. I think he said like 15th. That would be awesome. Let's try and do that. We're getting close. I think it's like 200 and change subscribers we need. That would be fantastic. Any questions, comments, or feedback, throw it down in the comments section below. I'm going to include a little clip of the turtles in their updated tank. I had a couple people comment saying that they wanted to see the turtles. So now they're in a bigger tank with a bigger filter and everything. So the turtle saga story I will keep you guys updated on. But that's it. Thanks as always, guys. My name is Jake. This is Dude Ranch DIY. We'll see you here next time. So guys, these are the turtles. I've pretty much, except for the filter, acquired all of this gear, including this decoration that I found at the dump, and thoroughly cleaned and soaked in bleach, and then thoroughly rinsed and cleaned after soaking in bleach. And the turtles seem to be pretty happy. They are in I believe this is like a 15 or 20 gallon tank. I have a larger filter coming soon, a charcoal like carbon filter. But they seem to be doing well and happy, floating around. I feed them a mix of cut up mealworms, live cut up mealworms, and turtle like food. I also cut up because they're so small. and they seem to be doing pretty well. So let me know if you like seeing the turtles as they grow. I'm going to need to get much larger tanks for them, and I'd be happy to feature them at the end of videos every now and then.